I'm your host, Christina Marie. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about embracing social media and digital media and using them as part of your work and your business. With me today, I have my special guest. His name is Don Morrison. He is the founder of Civio.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Don?
Great to be here.
Very good. Well, you know, this has been thrown around all over the place. Social media, we know Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. What is digital media? That's my first question to you.
Digital media is the form of new content creation that ranges from everything from flash on the internet to video, extensive use of video now on the internet, to all kinds of blogging and wikis and content generated by both the user and the producer.
Okay, wikis? What's a wiki?
Well, a wiki is like Wikipedia, which was the first instance of that, and a wiki allows folks to publish their own information in an encyclopedia-like way or a book-like way on the web, and this has just really opened up the web to many forms of self-publishing and self-writing.
There's just so many things out there, so much digital media, so much media, and so many things that you need to keep up with and tweet and update your Facebook. How can people best use all these devices, and which way do you recommend in order to help in their work and business and connecting with people?
Well, I think if you think about how we arrived here, we moved from pretty static web pages in the last few years to interactive web pages, and then social media came on the scene and really allowed us all to create networks. Facebook being the largest presence out there, but there's many folks doing their own networks. And then digital media really allowed us to create interactive media, whether it be through Flash or through games even, or now through live video. Given bandwidth and technology, pretty much anyone can put up a YouTube video today, and the technology's there to make it very easy to embed video as part of a web experience. So when you think of content, you think of networking, and then you think of this rich form of media, that allows you to really bring messaging and content in a highly personalized way to folks.
Now you're saying personalized, and most people know with the Facebook and everything like that, you think you're communicating with people, but you're actually, it's still static, it's still print and it's type, and people are reading and communicating that matter. But when you have a digital tie-in, so that you can actually physically see the person that's giving you the message, and kind of do you relate to them better when you see them digitally as opposed to just reading?
Yeah, video today is definitely an interactive medium, and now with the affordability of video, and YouTube typifies that for many organizations and users, you can have highly targeted video. So even a small business today could have a number of different videos as part of their website and as part of their conversation with different segments or different constituents that are part of their audience or their organization.
Mm-hmm. Now, you work with a lot of businesses. Do businesses tend to want to embrace all of this social media and everything and think, oh my God, what a great opportunity? Or do they tend to shy away and say, I don't know what's going on here, I don't need to deal with this, it's a waste of time? Do you find that people really realize what a tool it can be?
It's really come on the scene so fast with the large adoption of things like Facebook and Twitter that it's really caught a lot of organizations, both everything across the spectrum from nonprofits to even some of the most sophisticated consumer companies by surprise. And there's a real apprehension because there's a two-way conversation going on here. And a two-way conversation is very powerful in the sense of feedback, but it can also be something that from a brand or a messaging standpoint is pretty startling for large organizations. So we're just at the point where organizations are really trying to get their mind around how to interact effectively, whether it be on Facebook or Twitter, or open up something on their web page for that two-way means of feedback.
Mm-hmm. Now, your experience with all of these things came from a very interesting start. Can you tell us a little bit about working with the Obama campaign and how you got into that and what it taught you?
Well, I had come from a background of technology and marketing, working with a lot of large consumer marketing companies in a whole communication capacity. I had taken a year off and joined the Obama campaign in late 2007 and worked on the campaign in a variety of capacities, one of which was working in communications focused on what we in the campaign called coalitions. And so the Obama strategy was to reach out to some 24, 26 different communities of interest that range from ethnicity to issues-based communities to communities of professional interest, and really tailor the platform, the messaging, and build a network of these folks, whether they were ethnic communities, demographic communities, or like-minded people.
So did they have a clear-cut demographic that they said, okay, we need to go after this particular group and this? I mean, did they have them lined up, or was it kind of scattershot in those?
No, it over the course of the first 12, 14 months, it was part of the overall strategy to really target not only Democratic voters, but in the end, what clearly made the difference for Obama's candidacy was the independent voters. So the coalitions and the constituent outreach strategies really from almost day one, had a view on really how to win the hearts and minds of independent voters.
Mm-hmm. Quite effectively.
Yes.
So now I was saying, is this the first time that the internet has been used in the run for the presidency? But you corrected me because there had been someone before.
Sure. Howard Dean was probably the first campaign outside of just having a website page with some static content that really broke the barrier of making it two-way. And really what Howard Dean achieved was bringing about donations in very small increments that had never been done really on the web to that scale. And Howard Dean in his run had raised $50 million, which was unheard of at the time, to do it through online and through email. And Howard Dean started to open up the conversation on the web. And that was really the first hallmark of interactive use of the web in a large-scale political campaign.
Mm-hmm. So he was basically using it for financial, whereas the Obama campaign really reached out, and it had a way of motivating people to get out there and make their vote count, and really not even so much just Obama, but just get out there and make your vote count, and really know the issues and get familiar in a way. And he was the first one that's really done that touched people to get them out there and motivated.
Yeah, the Obama campaign was born in this whole philosophy of grassroots, which Barack himself practiced in Illinois and in Chicago early on in his political and electoral history. And Barack was a big believer in this philosophy that Marshall Gantz had founded, which was behind Cesar Chavez's movement in California, which was self-organizing and grassroots organizing. And so it was the merger of the strategy with technology to do that on a scale that had never been done before, which is across 50 states, across many different types of human interest, people interest, and demographics, and really make everyone a participant in the campaign. And so the embracing of the web and the technologies we used to allow people to participate in the campaign really got to the point that you just made, which is everyone could have a role in the campaign, big or small, take on a local neighborhood, take on an ethnicity, take on students for Obama, and really start to campaign quite effectively through the use of these tools.
Now, McCain, not so much.
No.
No, did he not see the potential in this, or did he just think, oh, no, that's for the kids, or why do you think he didn't jump on the bandwagon and go, maybe I should try this?
Yeah, I think it was what Obama had really brought to bear was the merger of the strategy of grassroots and the technology, and he surrounded himself early on with people that to the end of the campaign had spent 18, 24 months really perfecting this with the team from a technology standpoint. So I think you have to give it to Barack and to Axelrod and Pluff, the campaign manager and his strategist, who really had a vision for this from day one and attracted the right people.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing on